Sometimes I fall to my knees and pray. Come, Jesus, come. Let today be the day. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna break, but I'm holding on to a hope that won't fade. Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong. We need you right now. Come and turn this around. Deep down I know this world isn't home. Come, Jesus, come. Come, Jesus, come. There'll be no war, and there'll be no change when Jesus comes. Let today be the day. He'll come for the weak and the strong just the same, and all will believe in the power of his name. Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong. We need you right now. Come and turn this around. Deep down I know this world isn't home. Come, Jesus, come. Come, Jesus, come. One day you come and we'll stand face to face. Come and lay it all down, 'cause it might be today. The time is right now. There's no need to wait. Your past will be washed by rivers of grace. Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong. We need you right now. Come and turn this around. Deep down I know this world isn't home. Come, Jesus, come. Come, Jesus, come. Come, Jesus, come. Come. come, Jesus, come.
Good evening, everyone. I heard this song earlier and I absolutely loved it. I got Diamond Lil joining me tonight.
That was a beautiful song, Nikki. Thank you.
Wasn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Oh, we need Jesus more than anything right now. Come, Jesus, come.
Yes, we are waiting patiently.
How are you, Diamond?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm tired. I'm trying to get my daughter ready to go back to college. So
Yeah.
we've been running ragged today.
Yeah. Did you find what you needed?
Yeah, I mean, some stuff. I'm not done yet, but she's going to be living in a house this year. So we got other stuff we got to get and stuff. But, so I see TJ Katz came in and said it. Well, Diamond had texted me earlier, said she read it on the Gateway Pundit about Trump's plane having technical difficulties.
Yes.
And he'd be taking a private jet over. So, you know, it just seems like if it isn't one thing, it's another.
Yeah. That made me a little nervous. So I stopped and I prayed. You know, that he has to take a private plane. I was just, oh boy. But we know that God has this and he is protecting him. So DC was under tornado warnings today.
Hang on one second. I'm sorry. Ads I can get. Hold on.
I was I was looking for the White House live cam to see, and but I can't find it. It's not up. So isn't that convenient?
Yeah. Okay, let me just turn that off. Sorry, Diamond. I'm still trying to get set up for Trump's rally.
Yeah, no. Outlandish Patriot said, yeah, I heard they took the live stream of DC down. Yeah. I didn't see it. I even looked to see if I could find it on Earth TV, but I couldn't. So I was trying to see if there was any. And Penguin 6 said there was, he went live tonight. There were fire trucks in and around around the White House. But it was a hazmat issue. They thought it was an unattended backpack or bag or something that somebody had left. So
I'm telling you, there's just never a dull moment, is there?
Well, it's just like boom, 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 you know?
Yeah.
When I heard he had mechanical issues, I just went, oh boy.
Here we go.
You know? Yeah.
So I also read that there's 2 doomsday planes in the air.
Yeah, you said there was. Huh.
I don't know what's going on. All we can do is keep praying and come, Jesus, come.
Yeah.
Because this world has gone mad.
Yep. No worries, Clay B. You're good.
Well, welcome everyone. Good to see you, Willard Hall.
Liz.
Yep, she must be waiting for the movie to start.
Ah.
Hey, Linda Kirksey. Kickin' Bird.
Diane Valenzuela. She beat me into the chat today.
Diane's always so prompt.
She's very much so.
Annette Graff's here. Hi, Annette.
Vicky Sorrells.
Zoe Bonnie.
Marla B.
Kim Haggerty.
Nikki B.
Oh. Imagine that. Outlandish Patriot. Good to see you.
Caroline is here.
Hey, Caroline.
Did you say hi to Cupcake Girl?
I did not. Hi, Cupcake Girl.
Hi, Cupcake Girl.
TJ Katz, hello. Well, now we're just waiting on Mr. T, so. Supposed to be speaking in 15 minutes.
Now, hopefully, he's not going to be his usual late self.
Well, you know what, Diamond, at this point, I mean, I hope not, but let's cut him some slack. He had some mechanical issues.
Yes, he did. He had mechanical issues.
I think, look at this crowd. Holy Moses.
Wow.
There's Georgia. Hey, Georgia. Georgia.
We got Georgia Cracker, too.
Hey, Georgia Cracker. Georgia on my mind. Diane B. Hi, Diane. Good to see everyone. I know this was a little unexpected. I wasn't sure if I was going to go live with it or not because it's so late and I've been up since 5:30 this morning. But here I am.
Yep.
Excuse me 1 second, Diamond. I need to shut the door. They're being loud out there. Hold on.
Okay. No problem.
Sorry. It's okay, baby.
Hope everybody's doing well this evening. This is a late rally. I know that they're 3 hours behind. They must be Pacific time, I think. So
yeah,
it'd be 7 o'clock.
It must be
time,
3 hours behind. Yeah, they're on the same time zone as California.
Okay. Yeah, they are just 10 o'clock is late for us.
I'll just be yawning through it, but I'm here. I'm present. Oh, well, I'm just curious of what he's going to say. Hey, did you guys hear today? Well, I don't know if it happened today. I saw the video today, though, of the whole Kamala only agreed to do one debate with Trump.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, so there was 3 scheduled in September, and they were like boom, 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 the dates. And she agreed to do the NBC one, I believe. Totally didn't even talk about the Fox one. It seems like everything has to be on their terms. Yeah. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. And people are going to see that. Is that in September, Nikki?
Yes.
Okay.
What's wrong with the month of August? I mean, we got plenty of time here.
Yes. We still have several weeks to go. Hello? Georgia Cracker says, I saw a Smartmatic president got arrested. Yeah, I had heard that a few of them were indicted for bribery and fraud. I'm shocked.
Oh, she wants to do the ABC one? I thought it was NBC. They're all the same. They're all the alphabet soup group.
Yeah. Well, you know why they want to do ABC. What's his name? Snuffleupagus there. What's his name?
Snuffleupagus.
Yeah. Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus.
Stephanopoulos.
Whatever his stupid name is. Oh, Lord. I think she's afraid to do any debates too soon because then the money will stop coming. Well, the money's going to stop coming anyways. They wouldn't have a lick of money if it wasn't for all these big corporations.
Right.
They're all one big club, guys, and we're not invited.
Yeah. And to be quite honest, thank goodness we're not invited. That's all I have to say about that. These people are sick people. Like Trump has been saying, they are really and truly, he didn't realize how sick these people are.
Ugh. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, she couldn't debate Iraq is right, Diane. I want to watch Trump just hang her out to dry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will definitely be broadcasting that.
Well, and do you know what the storyline would be? Well, the mainstream media would put out. He beat
Well,
up. He beat up on her verbally. You know.
how about answer some, some questions like, what are you going to do with our economy? And what are you going to do about the border?
Yeah.
And, what are you going to do about, bringing these grocery prices down and these gas prices down? Because she can't answer a question.
Right. Well, they're so out of touch. Listen, I am telling you, my groceries went from between $500 and $590 a month for three of us. We are about $1,100 to $1,200. And that leaves me zero cushion.
You're talking a month, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I have
Diamond.
zero money. It's listen, God's providing for me and I love him and thank him for that. But something needs to happen here pretty soon.
I agree. I decided to take I didn't. My husband took us out to dinner tonight.
What a guy.
And, our daughter's leaving soon, whatever. So, hey, Garrett, good to see you. Hey, Sandy, good to see you. Anyways, we went to this Mexican restaurant. It's really good.
It's a place that you've known the people for years.
Yeah, I grew up with her.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, the three of us went out to eat, and I only got an appetizer, and they got meals, but I mean, it was $100.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, well, okay.
Even like Texas Roadhouse. I mean, I'm sure, like for a steak, it's almost like $30 just for the steak meal. That doesn't include if you get a drink or any sides or anything.
I might have had a spicy margarita too.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yummy.
Yeah. I feel like spicy. They have fresh jalapenos in it. Hey, Hebrew Hammer. Good to see you.
Yes, Outlandish Patriot. She says, I feel you. If we went debt-free, we'd be in a world of hurt because I'm on Social Security and Dawn is on disability, which is nowhere what we used to make. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. Hey, Craig.
This isn't terrible. Hi, good evening, Craig.
Hey, Tennessee Ridge Runner.
Oh, Tennessee Ridge Runner. Good to see you.
Oh my gosh, Sandy. She said, my son and I just went to Culver's and it cost $21.80 for the regular meals. Is that each? $21.80 each? Yeah, it's ridiculous out there. Guess we're going to have to start living on hot dogs. Ugh.
Yeah, that's why, like, I used to before be able to go play cards, a couple times a month. I can't do that anymore. Money's going to groceries.
I know. Oh,
yep.
I was telling you earlier, my girlfriend called me and invited me on their trip to Mexico with them.
Yep.
$6,000. I'm like, I don't think we should really be doing that right now.
No.
Might need that $6,000 to buy groceries.
Yeah. That's how much groceries.
Put gas in the car so I can go to work. I don't know how people are still affording these vacations.
Oh, I don't either. Michelle Gale, hi. Well, before all this thing too, Nikki, I was debt free.
Me too, Diamond. I had all my credit cards paid off. I had everything paid off.
Yep. And now it's,
That's not the case anymore. My credit cards are going ding, 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 ding.
Yep. Well, you just, you had to do what you had to do to survive, but heaven's sake.
Oh, okay. Nathan's hot dogs, eh? I'm not a big hot dog fan. They literally got to be on the grill with burn marks on them for me to eat it, and smothered in a raw onion so I don't taste it.
Yeah.
But if I had to eat it, I would. Diane said she went grocery shopping today for a month, $500, but that is in California. Oh, prices aren't any better here, Diane. Let me tell you, I saw a video yesterday, Diamond, of this woman. She was walking around a grocery store in Alaska for a, what is that juice stuff called? It comes in the jugs, the big jugs. Oh, ocean spray.
Oh,
$21.50 for a bottle of ocean spray.
Holy moly.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was like $80 for a steak.
Yeah.
I don't know how people are eating in Alaska. I hope they're killing their dinner out in the woods.
And you know, like I stopped at the grocery store yesterday, and my granddaughter wanted she gets the Smart Food white cheddar popcorn.
Yeah.
You get a party size bag.
It's half filled with air.
It's $6.79 for a bag.
And it's half filled with air.
It's half filled with air, right?
You're paying for air.
And then I got some sparkling waters. Those are $1.15. They used to be, 89.99. They're now $1.15. Well, anyway, I came home with just a few. I had 3 grocery bags of stuff, and it was $109.
It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
I got bread and eggs. Some of the essential stuff. But still, $109. So, I'm going to stop complaining, because God says when you complain, you remain. So
that's right.
I got to get off that subject. I'm sorry, but I just needed to vent, and now I'm getting off.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Nothing we can do about it. So why complain about it? Just try to get by the best you can, I guess.
Yep. And we
went to that at-home store today. She was looking for some decor, because I told you they're moving into a house. 4 girls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls are living in this house.
Yep.
Anyways, I found the coolest. It's like clear but neon, and it says "Let's Party," and it lights up in pink.
Yeah.
I had to buy it for him, Diamond, so I bought it for the house.
Oh, there you go.
I'm like, what's better to be in a college house than that?
Yes, that is awesome.
So I bring it home, and I'm so proud of myself, right? And my husband says, shouldn't it say "Let's study"? I thought it was so cool.
Mr. Practical.
Of course.
And then you just look at him and you say, do you remember when you were that age?
He does. And trust me, he was partying in college. Oh, Lord.
Well, Nikki, Craig says he enjoys paying too much for everything.
Oh, do you, Craig? Can I borrow some money? All I know is me and my husband both work full-time jobs, making more money than we've ever made in our lives, and we're scraping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, when Trump was in office, my savings account was on point.
Well, he is a harbor master too, so.
Yeah. Hey, Indy, good to see you. Mike Mazza, hey.
Hi, Indy.
I hope it doesn't get any worse, though. That's all I.
Well, we're just, we're just floating is what we're doing. And
we're existing. What kind of life is this just to exist?
Yeah, we're just kind of treading water is what it is. Craig says he was being positive. Well, Craig, I was too. I was positive that I'm treading water.
Way too much. Hey, look at that crowd. Holy Moses. You know, Kamala's gotten busted twice now for using AI for her background.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I did not know that.
This one guy, I watched this one YouTuber, I think it was YouTube, it could have been X, but he was breaking it down and all these people are holding their phones and you can see on the one guy's phone, he's watching a video or something. And another guy is, they all had different stuff on their phones.
John Dunning says he picks through the bug zapper to save money.
Gosh, John. Oh.
Well, that is what they're feeding us now, isn't it? Isn't it?
Diamond, you know, I watch so many videos on different things, and now I'm finding out the water that I love in the bottle is, you know, she's going through all the ingredients you should not be drinking, and it's in my bottled water. So now I'm ordering a Brita pitcher for my refrigerator. I barely eat anything anymore because I'm afraid to eat anything because it's all bad for you.
It's awful. It's just terrible. Now, I saw, was it on the Gateway Pundit that they were seeing or they were saying that she had some pretty good crowds at her rally.
Oh, camel toe?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I said. I went bullshit. Yeah.
If she had 1,000 people, I would be surprised.
Yeah. Her and her running mate.
Oh, Tampon Tim?
They also said that a male boxer took the gold in the woman's boxing.
Oh, my Lord.
Mm-hmm.
This is just, it's all too much. What in the world is happening?
Yeah.
Good to see you, Mike. Come on, Mr. T. It's only 2 minutes after. I know you're there. Didn't Diane Venezuela say, or someone did, I thought in chat, that he was there?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was Diane. Here's another article Gateway Pundit has. It says, breaking. U.S. Secret Service breaks into a Massachusetts hair salon and tapes over the security camera, allegedly to let people use the bathroom during the Kamala Harris fundraiser.
So now they can just break into people's businesses?
Apparently.
Well, good thing they're not breaking into my business. Wouldn't end well. Awaiting
Here's
Trump.
another one. It says Michigan legislators condemn Nestle Benson in wake of Project Veritas voter fraud expose showing systemic absentee fraud by Dems in Hamtramck.
And Hamtramck?
Oh, it's Hamtramch. Hamtramck.
Hamtramck. Well, Hamtramck used to be where the Polish population used to live.
Oh.
It was a big Polish population. You could go down there and get all kinds of really good Polish food.
Is that anywhere near Waukesha?
Well, that's in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
That's not in Michigan. And it's Waukesha. I'm like, did she say Amtrak? What is she talking about?
Yeah, it said Ham, Hamtramck, and I thought the M was silent.
Hamtramck. But anyways, they pushed all the Polish out of there. So
yeah,
you know what's in there now, right?
I believe it would be the same types of people that are pouring in our borders?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. Yeah, Georgia says Diamond Lil Hamtramck is a big train.
A big train. Jersey Joe, hey.
Well, you would think that Hamtramck would have like an A or an E or something in that, But
yeah.
it's but you said it's Polish, so that would make sense.
Right. Outlandish, I'm ordering a Brita big huge pitcher thing for my fridge with the filters. You got to buy the filters and change them every month. That's what I'm going to do. I also ordered Diamond because, me being the prepper that I am. I also ordered some tablets just in case Shysta hits the fan.
Oh, I've got those. Those are those kind of they're tablets you can make to clean the water, right?
Yes, I got some too.
I have those straws too.
I didn't buy the straws, but I got the tablets, and it cleans up, I think, to like a gallon of water.
Yeah. And in no way was I making fun of the Polish people. I just know that a lot of their spellings are such that, there's not letters where you would think they would be.
I love the Polish people. I love Polish food.
Yep. John Dunning says iodine tabs. Yeah, there's some sort of they're tablets and straws you can buy too, and I can't remember what they're
the
called.
Iodine tabs he's talking about in case we have a mushroom cloud over us.
Oh.
Clay B says I've got potassium iodine.
Yeah.
Tablets. Just when I see the mushroom cloud.
Just like what you just said, right?
Yep. You know what, guys? I have to be honest with you. I see a mushroom cloud and I'm just going to say, come, Jesus, come.
Yeah.
I don't even want to live through that, to be honest with you. Because not everybody's going to have those tablets.
Yeah. Awakened Trillium says, I'm half Polish on my mom's side. That's okay. It was just the spelling of the word. I thought they left a vowel out at the end. That's why I called it Hamtramck.
I just find it funny because Diamond doesn't skip a beat ever. She doesn't mispronounce anything. She doesn't misspell anything. She doesn't miss a period. So when something like that happens, I just have to laugh and call her out because it's fun to me. I don't get the opportunity often.
Well, the best one
a lot with me.
The best one so far was Waukesha. Oh, I know you're good, Awakened.
The Hamtramck was pretty good too. Hey, Sissy K, good to see you. Oh, I love it. You wouldn't know how many times she's called me out on things. I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, we help each other out, and in no way are we, we're laughing with each other. It's, if I was offended, you'd know it,
Oh, I know you weren't offended.
And I was, oh my gosh, I was laughing right along. Well, why?
Well, I just happen to know because I live here. If I didn't live here, I probably wouldn't be able to pronounce it either.
Well, see, Waukesha would have a W at the end. Right? Shaw? SHAW?
You would think. One would think.
You would think. Not IA.
But I knew you had to be talking about Hamtramck.
Well, you were able to decipher the town I was talking about.
Only because I live in Michigan. Trust me, if I didn't live in Michigan, I would have let you get away with it and not thought anything about it. Oh, that was great. Oh, Kickenbird. He says, hey, y'all, guess where I was born? East Point, Fulton County, Georgia. I'm sorry, Kickenbird. Fulton County's doesn't got a good reputation, do they?
All right, Mr. T, you're 10 minutes late. Let's go. Oh, they're doing the wave.
Oh, let's see what's going
They're doing the
on.
wave.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, look at that.
Georgia says she heard Waukesha was originally from Amtrak, Michigan.
Georgia. What are they doing?
Now,
here?
as meticulous as he is, it surprises me. And I know that things can have, it surprises me that there was mechanical issue on his plane. You know what I mean?
Well, mechanical issues can happen anytime.
I get that. But he's very meticulous. I don't know. I just that was my first thought went to.
You know what my first thought went to when you told me?
What?
JFK Jr.
Yes.
That's the first thing that popped in my head.
Well, what better way to have, like, you do mechanical issues on his plane and force him to take another plane, which, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Caroline, do you mean you live in Waukesha, Wisconsin? She says I live in Waukesha County.
Yep.
He's never late. Now, Mike, I know you're playing now. I know that you're playing. Trump's going to be late for his own funeral.
Oh.
Well, a long time from now.
Yes.
Very, very long time from now.
Long time.
Are they playing?
Gateway pundits reporting Russia declares federal emergency after to the Ukrainian ambush in Kursk region of Ru to the
Wow. My uncle lives there too, Caroline. And that's the only reason I knew when she was saying Waukesha. I'm like, what'd you say? Chivin's like, Waukesha. And I'm like, you mean Waukesha?
Yes.
Oh, Diamond. The things that, it's funny. We've been together how many years now? Oh, the stories. Oh. Oh, I made a fub today when you sent me that message about Trump because I read it so fast and I just, it's a mechanical. What did I think it said?
Yeah.
What did I think it said?
Oh, you said medical.
Medical. I thought it was a medical emergency. I just read it really fast.
You typed back and said, who had the medical emergency or something like that. And I go, no, it was mechanical.
Oh, and then I went back and read it and I'm like, oh, yes, that's mechanical.
There was there's Gateway Pundit has video of a plane in Brazil
seen it.
Spiraled out.
Oh, the Brazil?
Yeah, it was what's the S with the squiggly over the A? Oh, San Paulo or Sao Paulo, Brazil. 62 people on there.
And what happened?
It just took it spiraled out of the sky and crashed, killing everybody on board.
They all perished?
Yes.
Oh, I seen the picture of Trump's plane on Gateway Pundit landing.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, no, there's a different The video was from a distance.
Willard Hull, you were born in Muskegon, Michigan? Did you mean to say Muskegon? Yeah, I wonder who was important on that flight too, Awaken Trillium.
That's what people were saying. And that's where isn't it awful that that's where our minds are going?
Well, look how much we've witnessed.
Yeah. We are yeah, go ahead.
I put nothing past anything. Nothing, Yeah. I always think the worst.
Yep, that's sad. Yeah, it just kind of, they called it, that it went into like the death spiral, where it just kind of, I think it was like nosediving, and then it just kind of, nosediving in a circle kind of thing.
I think it was yesterday. I could be wrong. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm wrong a lot. But I think yesterday was the year marker for the fires in Hawaii.
Oh.
Musket Gone was for Lil. Yeah, we got to get something with Muskegon on there and never say that one. Oh, that's funny. I can't believe a year's gone by already, Diamond.
Yeah. Listen, how long have we been doing this, Nikki? You brought up a good point.
I know. Long time.
We started with Jeff Riddle. And when was that?
2021? I'm going to say 2021, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Was it 2020?
I'm trying to remember myself, because I thought we're going on 4 years if we're not already at 4 years.
Oh.
I don't know.
I'm thinking we're going on 3 years.
Okay.
That's I'm just guessing though. I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah. Mike Mazza says, everyone please say a prayer now for President DJT. Yep.
I've been praying for DJT forever.
Yeah. I prayed for him after I saw the Gateway Pundit article on him having a mechanical issue with his plane. I prayed. Diane Valenzuela says Amanda Grace has a 4-minute video today. She said to pray for Mr. T.
Awaken Trillium says she thinks that it all started after we stopped the prayathons with Hawk. I think it was before the prayathons.
Yeah, it was before that.
Yeah.
It was when Jeff Riddle was doing his show. That's where I got, I take that back. I actually started watching Jeff because I saw Jeff on Prepping 101. Prepping 101 was where I first found the group of people that I gravitated towards.
I couldn't wait. I got off work at 3:30 and Jeff came on at 3:30 and I would just laugh and laugh. Oh, he made me laugh so hard.
Yep. Yep. That was it was awesome to be able to get, and just, with everything going on, laughing about it was what we all needed,
Okay, let's see. Slow Country says, I'd like to make a note that both emergency landing and emergency are listed in the drops, and the latter is within 10 days of the Delta 1927. So emergency, Diamond, would you look it up? 1927.
What's the number?
1927.
Yes, I'll do that. LB says, I remember Diamond in the Woods with Crisco and Pine.
Yes. 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 Oh my gosh. Jeff was awesome.
Yeah. 1927. Okay.
The latter is within 10 days of the Delta 1927. Oh, Janice, she says, I woke up at 3 a.m. wide awake from a dream. I got up and drew what I saw. At 11 a.m., what I drew happened in Brazil. I've had 6 dreams that ended up that distinct. Lord hears our prayers and dreams. You know, I seen a guy today, you guys, that he was a younger guy. I would probably guess maybe 26, 28, younger guy. He had a dream and he's seen the name on the building. And I don't remember off the top of my head now, but it's in Chicago and it was the name of a school and he's seen it on fire. So he started to Google. All right, hold on, Diamond. I'll pull you up. He started to Google where the school was at and found it was in Chicago. And so he started to Google he went on Google Earth to see what was around it, and the DNC place is right by there.
Huh.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. Nikki, if he comes on, go ahead and tell me to stop.
Okay, I'm watching.
1927 was August 19th of 2018. And it says the word cause in brackets. And it says define subversion. The act of subverting, the state of being subverted, especially a systematic attempt to overthrow or undermine a government or political system by persons working secretly from within, ? And then the word effect in brackets. The United States seeks to impose tangible and significant consequences on those who commit serious human rights abuse or engage in corruption, as well as to protect the financial system of the United States from abuse by these same persons. I therefore determine that serious human rights abuse and corruption around the world constitute an unusual and extraordinary threat to the national security, foreign policy, and economy of the United States, and I hereby declare a national emergency to deal with that threat. National emergency. Then it says January 1st, 2019. Section 12, in accordance with Article 33 of the UCMJ, as amended by Section 5204 of the MGA, the Secretary of Defense, in consultation with the Secretary of Homeland Security, will issue non-binding guidance regarding factors that commanders, convening authorities, staff judge advocates, and judge advocates should take into account when exercising their duties with respect to the disposition of charges and specifications in the interest of justice and discipline under Articles 30 and 34 of the UCMJ. That guidance will take into account, with appropriate consideration of military requirements, the principles contained in official guidance of the Attorney General to attorneys for the federal government with respect to the disposition of federal criminal cases in accordance with the principle of fair and even-handed administration of federal criminal law. Then you've got the plus sign F to the B to the I, personnel removal, the plus sign D to the O to the J, personnel removal, the plus sign C underscore A, personnel removal, the plus sign state personnel removal, the plus sign WH personnel removal, the plus sign house personnel removal, the plus sign Senate personnel removal, the plus sign chair / CEO / VP removal, the plus sign MI to the L budget, largest in our history, the plus sign M to the I to the L presence around POTUS, the plus sign 45,000 sealed indictments. And then they've got some links to go to for some articles and stuff. And it says nothing to see here.
Okay, thank you for doing that.
You're very welcome.
Oops, let me get this back up. Let me just pull this back up so we know when he comes on. Okay, John Dunning says the D to the C to the I is the Department of Criminal Investigation.
Ah.
Investigation.
Yes, B-Dog, wrapping the letters again. Yes, when I say like F to the B to the I am a graduate of the Craig DeHunter decoding classes. And that's how you say that.
We all have decoding rings. Didn't you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Janice R. That's crazy. Anyways, this young guy I was telling you about, there was another guy showing his video. And he had a dream days prior to that, almost identical to what this young man had a dream about. So the young man's buddy reached out to him and said, hey, I saw this other guy had almost the exact same dream. So led him to this guy's video. And this guy, the older guy, said, I just want to remind everybody that God will use anybody to give visions to. It doesn't take somebody special to be a prophet.
Yes.
God will show you things if you're open-minded and open-hearted enough to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yep.
Hey, Ian, good to see you. Hey, Keith Allen. Brew W. What was that?
That was my phone got a notification. That's exactly what it does. It was vibrating on my table.
Oh, okay.
It was making that noise. My plastic table.
My girlfriend, when she's in her car.
I'm sorry?
When my girlfriend's in her car talking through her. What do you mean my battery's running low? Hold on, Diamond. I don't think I'm plugged in.
Uh-oh.
You guys are going to lose me.
I'm wondering if he's getting ready. I see people moving.
All right, hold
very
on.
Quickly. They are walking quickly.
All right. We're plugged in. Anyways, I started to say when my girlfriend's talking to me through her car, and she'll get a text. It sounds like an 18-wheeler blowing its horn.
Oh.
I'm like, what is that noise? And she's like, oh, I just got a text. So I was driving up north with her a couple weekends ago when we went on our girls' weekend. And the sound it makes when you're in the car, it's so pleasant. I go, that's not what I hear when I'm on the phone with you. Oh, you think he's coming in? Let me turn on the sound. Let's see what's going on. No. I think the cameraman likes that girl with the little belly shirt on. He keeps going to her. It's 10:30.
Full Country had a post that says also emergency landing is within 7 days of the Delta for today on post 1920. So I looked up 1920. You want me to just read it or do you want me to share?
No, just read it.
Okay. The 1920 was August 16th of 2018. It says breaking news via Brett Baer of Fox. 4 planes have made emergency landings in Chile, Peru, and Argentina. No details yet. And then it says 4 planes make emergency landings in Chile, Peru, and Argentina due to B to the O to the M to the B threats. Chilean Civil Aviation Authority was the one that put that out. And then it says within a week of the last B to the O to the O to the M, and that's in quotation marks, that question mark. What a coincidence. Remember Southwest? Remember Texas? And then it spells out the number 4, question mark. And then B to the O to the O to the M 4 times, all caps.
Man.
I'm going to type in mechanical.
Hey, Miss Mendersue, good to see you.
Nothing.
You guys remember, don't type in caps, though, and don't use more than 3 emojis, okay? I got Diamond Lil on here, and she's being shadow banned.
Yeah, I am not good luck at all to have on your show right now.
I'm just kidding. I could care less. Take it.
Yeah.
Double dog. I don't care. Hey, Rubber Toe. Good to see you. Hey, Redhausen. Good evening.
Now you have to speak Old English.
Oh, my daughter's going to read the Bible to the granddaughter, so I'm going to just mute for a moment.
Oh, Georgia, you had a water leak? Anything else, Georgia? Goodness, girl. All the rain we've had here in Michigan, so many houses in our subdivision, their basements, not only flooded once, because we had so much rain, the next week we got a ton more rain and they flooded again. So imagine having to clean it up twice. I'm just thankful. Thank you, God, that ours doesn't flood. Although we did have a little accident in the basement 2 days ago. I don't know how it happened, but somehow our big jug of Tide went shaking off I have a table in between, like a table, I guess, in between my washer and dryer. And somehow the big, huge jug of Tide flew off. We never found the cap to it, spilled all over my basement floor. You talk about a slip and slide. It was horrific to clean up. We were down there for hours. But I got a clean floor. I know. Look at all these people. It's unbelievable how many people he gets in rallies.
Did you find the cap?
No, we never found the cap, Diamond.
Isn't that something?
Can you match each?
It's crazy.
Well, I know Clay B wrote up here, let me see. They got 3 earthbound C to the M to the E's coming our way with a lot of electromagnetic storms hitting us right now. That might be the problem with the planes.
Oh, very well could be, Clay B. I don't know. Everybody and their brother that I know have been struck with major headaches, including myself.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the energy is so high, like I could feel it. I don't know. It's weird. Right, Brew W? It was funny. I was down there picking it up, and my husband had on socks, but he had slides on, like what I'm talking about, slides, you slide your feet in. And he almost fell and cracked his head open because he didn't know it was like that when he went down.
Misuse my name.
Anyways, his socks were like all sudsy. I was laughing. I'm like, well, we don't have to wash those socks.
And his feet would get clean too.
Right. Oh, that's awesome, Redhausen. I'm doing good, just trying to get by. I'm glad your blood work came back good. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Janice R., you live by Sturgis? She said you can feel the motorcycles rumbling through the floor. Oh, that's crazy. Hey, David DeGeorge, good to see you. Come on, Trump, 10:36, man. Doesn't he know people get up early in the morning to work? Just kidding.
It's going to be a beautiful Saturday.
Do not want what others
I'm
have.
going to sleep in tomorrow.
Give that to me.
Yeah.
Oh, where's my bear?
Oh, the pups got to drive you crazy howling at the bikes. They go all night, don't they? I've only seen videos of Sturgis. I've never been.
It makes me want
Look
to
at
go
that
back.
that guy getting down. Woo.
Get down and boogie. Oh, would you see that spin?
Yeah, he's spinning. He jumps. He does a jump spin.
Fight, fight, fight.
Gee,
He's having fun.
yeah, look at him go.
Awaken Trillium keeps posted C to the M to the E equals E to the M to the P.
I believe.
Huh.
And,
I don't know what the CME is.
I'm not going to there. I'm not going there. That's and also I can say the letter H. Scary.
I'll tell you what, Diane Venezuela, I moved to South Dakota. It was beautiful when we were there.
Mm.
Absolutely beautiful. So what did that article say about Hamtramck?
Look.
Are they busting them?
I can.
Let me see. Hold on.
Oh. Don't bugger.
If you're happy and you know it, hit the like.
And don't say.
Oh, Michigan legislators condemn Nessel Benson it's two people, Nessel, Benson,
Yeah,
in wake of Project Veritas voter fraud expose showing systemic absentee fraud by Dems in Hamtramck.
Oh my.
Good, because they're both losers. Losers.
Oh, Clay B says C to the M to the E is a coronal mass ejection from the sun naturally, and E to the M to the P is an electromagnetic pulse which is man-made. They both produce the same result. Thank you, Clay, for clearing that up.
Don't do.
Can it cause headaches?
If I say
I
the
know
letter
that
H,
Janice
it's cleaner
said
potty.
that they will cause headaches.
What about beep? Cleaner potty.
Mary Freeland, hey. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. I guess it's a weapon. This is how I've been feeling lately. Either I'm so tired I can't keep my eyes open, and I'm talking in the middle of the day when I'm working, or I can't sleep at all. It's either feast or famine, you know?
Yeah. Which makes you even more tired. Oh, look, they're passing out signs.
You get a sign. You get a sign.
I'll get one. I'll take one.
Yeah. But what is she doing now?
I'll take a sign.
Yeah. Yeah. I should be sleeping.
He's got to be coming soon. Come on.
You would think.
What is it? Is there a water? Okay.
You're fired.
Come on.
I think it has Kamala, right? Does it have her name on there?
I don't know. I couldn't see that far.
Yeah, I think they have Kamala's name on there, and it says you're fired. We can only hope.
I don't think she's going to be in there much longer.
No.
Like, how did Trump word it yesterday when he had his press conference at Mar-a-Lago? What did he call it? The honeymoon won't last forever, I think he said. I think that's the terminology he used.
Yeah.
The Carrington event, the most intense geometric storm in record history. Is that going on right now, John Dunning? Yeah, you're right about that, B-Dog. I don't think she's going to be around much longer. Enjoy the honeymoon with Tampon Tim.
Now, how did he get that?
Because he okayed for tampons to be in all men's restrooms.
Oh.
You know, because men menstruate, you know.
Well, not the ones, not in my my science books when I went to school.
Timpin. That guy is so radical. He makes me, I can't even look at him. He makes me want to puke.
I can't drink alcohol yet.
No, you're not.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Why are you thinking that?
No, I'm not.
You're
Let's
only
change the topic.
Well, you're the one that came in and said, "Oh boy."
Change the topic.
Change the topic, she says.
Next.
A pixie and her cute little ears.
Well, I know that a lot of I know that people were saying he lied about his military history.
Well, for
yeah,
sure.
I had heard that.
Well, he's done a lot of things, and he's also about women having those procedures.
Yes.
To end the life of their unborn.
Yeah.
Up to 9 months. I mean, that's just Pappy Two Bear. So good to see you.
Yes,
Honey
good to see you.
McCann.
What's that?
What's that? I said, Honey McCann.
Oh, honey. Hi, honey.
Angel Faley 1, good to see you. 10:45. Look at that young boy there. Way past his bedtime. Oh, no. They're 3 hours behind us. I forgot.
Yeah, CJ 1975. Hi, I heard the same thing, the stolen valor.
Yeah.
Janice R., did you hear anything about what there was some gold family that is very upset with him and didn't want him at their son's funeral or something? Did you hear anything about that? Debbie King said he also lied about being a head coach.
He's just another moron in disguise. Lie, 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 lie.
Kim Haggerty says his wife looks like a dingbat as well.
Oh, John Dunning, speaking of that C to the O to the V to the I to the D, I was in the office today and I was told that this is coming back around again and we might have to go back into masks. And I can only imagine the look on my face and who was talking to me. And I said, well, that's not happening for me.
Yeah. I will not comply to a lie.
What's that one channel called on YouTube? He makes those videos. Oh, what's it called? Hold on. Is it called? I had Jim watch it the other day. Hang on. The United Spot. Do you guys follow that channel?
No.
He makes these videos and then he's Johnny on the spot. He does them quick, but they're funny as you. Oh, I'll get out, Diamond.
Yeah.
But he made one of Trump and Trump was in a general's uniform. Oh, and there's also something about this Tim guy drinking horse semen.
Oh.
Something I don't even know the story behind it. I don't want to know the story behind it.
Yeah, we don't want to know the story.
But Trump was handing him a cup of it and he's like, yes, I want to drink it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Awakened Trillium says, I'm sorry, B-Dog, but I am the only one who noticed that B-Dog reported that Smartmatic CEO has been arrested. No, I mentioned it. I read the post. Didn't I read the post about Smartmatic being indicted?
I thought so.
Yeah, at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I thought so.
Somebody had posted it and I read it.
I'm going to drop the link for you guys to watch this video. But don't leave me though. Watch it later.
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh, where'd it go?
Oh, Janice R. Thank you, Janice. Yeah, I thought I had read something, but I don't know the details either. I just heard a blurb about that.
Oh, there we go. Let's see. Is this the one? Yeah.
You know what you were talking about, Nikki?
The semen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sissy K said from the source or from the cup.
This video it's just like a funny thing, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to put the name of the channel in. I'm just going to paste. Here's the link to it. That should be the link to the video. It was from a cup, but it was hilarious. And then it shows Tim in the bathroom, and he's wearing like, those things the guys, who's that?
Oh,
you know how the hot dog guy, like at baseball games, he wears those things, to sell the hot dogs. Get your hot dogs,
Oh, yeah.
They show Tim in the bathroom, and he's got tampons in this thing. Get your tampons. It's just funny. All right, who's this guy? You guys want to listen to him? Let's see what he's saying.
Great to see you. Serving as your governor these past 3 years has honestly been the greatest honor of my life. And I'm looking forward to continue to serve Montana when Donald J. Trump is back in the White House. This presidential election can be summed up as the weak and failed against the strong and successful. That's the difference between Harris and Trump. Montanans have been feeling the effect of Kamala's agenda for 3 long years. Home prices are through the roof. It's harder to buy groceries and gas. Childcare is more expensive. Biden trusted Harris. Boy, that was a mistake. As his so-called border czar. Shh. You know it. She's been a complete dud. Under Harris, we've had more than 10 million illegal crossings. That's 10 illegal immigrants for every citizen of the state of Montana. It's got to stop. The Harris border policy is as effective as a screen door on a submarine. Donald Trump will finish the wall and secure our border once and for all. Have you seen this guy they nominated as their vice president? Tim Walz? He's soft on crime, and his so-called peaceful protester destroyed his entire state. And Kamala Harris, she bailed him out. We need to defeat Harris and Walz and send Donald Trump and J.D. Vance to the White House. But they need our help. And that starts with electing Republicans up and down the ballot. And let me just say, I would be honored to have your vote in November. Together, we've worked to fight the Harris agenda, her war on coal, and her war on Montana values. But it doesn't stop there. We need to send Ryan Zinke and Troy Downing back to the House of Representatives. We need to fire career politician Jon Tester and send Navy SEAL Tim Sheehy to the Senate. And we need to fire Kamala Harris. Make number 45 number 47 again. All, you know it, so we can make America great again. It's my great honor to introduce our next speaker. Tim Sheehy is a father, a husband, a combat veteran, a patriot, and a job creator. He has lived the American dream while serving our great nation. And he's running to deliver leadership in the Senate that will make Montana proud. Make no mistake, the fight for the U.S. Senate starts right here in Montana. Jon Tester votes with Harris 95% of the time. In fact, Tester recruited Harris for the Senate. What's up with this guy? Tim Sheehy in the Senate. Montana will have a true leader who will fight inflation, secure the border, and help President Trump make America great again. Please join me in welcoming my friend and your next U.S. Senator, Tim Sheehy.
Be the one I was born to run, I was born for this. Run me like a racehorse, pull me like a ripcord, break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, word upon your lip, rather that you rip, break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes, 'cause I love how it feels when I break the chains.
Well, you know my name. Did you know those are also my pronouns? I've been a he-she for 38 years. I can tell you, going to middle school in the 90s, that wasn't a fun name to have. And that is a joke, but it's also an illustration of the lunacy we're seeing in America right now, where we are telling our boys that they're girls and our girls that they're boys. And Jon Tester voted for it. He voted to put boys in girls' sports. He has been a rubber stamp for the Biden-Harris agenda every single time it matters. You'll hear numbers like 91%. You'll hear numbers like 95%. The truth is, every single time America's been on the ballot in the U.S. Senate, Jon Tester's voted the other way. Every single time. And in the last 3.5 years, Kamala Harris has broken more ties than any other vice president in the history of this country. And that's because of one person, Jon Tester. And in a state that President Trump carried twice by 20 points, Jon Tester couldn't find the courage to say, I'm going to vote against these terrible policies that are bad for Montanans. I'm going to vote against these policies that are bad for America. And I'm going to vote against these policies that are bad for hardworking, everyday Americans. And what they've done is they put you in the back seat, and they've continually enriched all the D.C. special interests that pay for Jon Tester's campaign. He is the #1 recipient of lobbyist dollars of every single political candidate in this nation, including presidents. I served as a Navy SEAL. My wife was a Marine. We met in the military. And during the wars, we were deploying on and off. We saw each other like 45 days spread across 5 or 6 years. And that's the secret to a happy marriage, right? Just kidding. My wife's my best friend. I'm so lucky she still puts up with my crap. We love this country. We joined 18 after 9/11. When you joined after 9/11, I'm sure, who we got post 9/11 vets in here? Where are our veterans? All right, where are the rest of our veterans? The rest of our veterans, stand up. I want to see all our vets on your feet. Thank you. Thank you. And all of you did something. All of you did something that Jon Tester never did. You put your country first. And when my wife and I joined the military at 18 after 9/11, there was no question what was going to happen. We weren't going to get free college. We knew we were going to war. And we were going to war to protect this great country. I've been to about 93 countries around the world. There's some beautiful places. But there is nowhere I would rather raise my family, build my business, or call home than the United States of America. We are so lucky to be Americans. And if you wonder why we have a border crisis, it's because everybody wants to come here and be Americans. No one's walking across deserts to move to China. No one's drowning in the ocean to move to Russia. They are coming here to be Americans, and we should be proud of that. But I'll tell you another thing, America is at a crossroads. And when I discovered that, I've never run for anything in my life. I haven't run for student council. I haven't run for Congress or anything else. But when I watched the sacrifice of my friends, whose names I still wear on my wrist, we fought hard in Afghanistan. We answered our nation's call. And I still fly water bombers to this day. I protect our public lands. Just last week, I was out water bomber protecting your land. And I was flying water bombers in California by day, and by night I was on my phone trying to get American citizens, allies, interpreters, people that fought alongside us to fight the terrorists. Joe Biden abandoned them in Afghanistan. He left them behind. And he left billions of dollars of equipment. And in the wake of that, I got involved in politics. I said, enough is enough. I'm sick of this bullshit. We got to save this country. And a couple years later, here we are. The reason I'm running for this seat is very simple. When I understood the importance of this race, when I understood that the control of the United States Senate came down to this seat, it was clear that my new path to serve this country was in the U.S. Senate. I got out of the military and started a business in my barn right out of town here. Bridger Aerospace has been a Montana success story. We've created hundreds of jobs right here in this state. And when we created those jobs, we had a lot of veterans on staff. We were fighting wildfires, innovating new technologies and ways to protect our communities. And I'm proud of that. Jon Tester attacks my company every single day, and it's disgusting. You should be ashamed of that. Just like he attacks my war record. And you know why? He attacks my war record because he doesn't have one. He attacks my business because he's never started one. But let's put all that aside. Let's talk about what matters to Montanans. I can't outspend Jon Tester on the air. He's got way too much money. So I do grassroots campaign, all 56 counties, every VFW hall, every rodeo. We're going to every small town, shaking people's hand, looking them in the eye, and telling them why we're going to win this race and how we're going to save this country. And I've heard a lot of things across the state. To our Native brothers and sisters, what have the Democrats done for you? What have the Democrats done for the reservations and the tribes? Why do you continue to vote for them and send them back to office? I ask you to consider supporting our campaign because we will put you first. To working men and women, the open border crisis is destroying our reservations, our urban communities, and our rural communities. Fentanyl's pouring into our state and is tearing apart our families and the fabric of our country. 100,000 Americans a year, thanks to Biden and Harris, and Tester voted for it every time. For everyday working Montanans, gas prices are double, diesel prices are double. Your home is more expensive, inflation's at record highs. How is this economy taking care of you? It's not. It's been an upward transfer of wealth under the Biden-Harris Tester regime. They've taken money from your pocket, and they're paying off college student loans with it. They're paying for illegal immigrants' hotel rooms with it. They're sending hundreds of billions overseas to other countries when they should be supporting you. They should be supporting hardworking Montanans. And I'm thrilled to have President Trump here supporting us. He's the first president in a generation not to enter us into a foreign war. He's built the strongest economy in a generation, securest border in a generation, and he showed strength on the world stage. And we're going to send him back to the White House in November. But you have a very important job to do, because if Donald Trump gets to the White House and doesn't have a Senate, he's not going to get things done. You need to deliver him a Senate by retiring Jon Tester. And across all 56 counties in our state, I've heard one thing from Montanans. They want common sense back. They want common sense government. And what does common sense mean to Montanans? They want a secure border, safe streets, cheap gas. Cops are good, criminals are bad, boys are boys, girls are girls. This fall, we got to save America. We got a lot of work to do. Let's get to work. Thank you.
That song will get me bombed. Hey, Cola. Mr. T, you are an hour and 9 minutes late, my friend.
Georgia says, Diamond Lil, what is ball blowing? It was spitball blowing, but I should have said spitball spitting.
You're talking. Oh my gosh. I got some other things I would bring up about they could do for the Olympics the way it's going, but I'll keep it to myself.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking we could make up a long list of activities that they need to do.
Well, Jersey Joe suggested nose picking, so I in turn suggested booger tossing. This is crazy, guys. I mean, he's always late, but he's not this late.
Well, the way it is, he usually goes an hour and a half. It's going to be, 12:30, 1 o'clock. I was looking at Mike, the pillow man there, and that pillow was looking awfully good.
Outlandish Patron said the loudest farter.
Oh, there we go.
Underwater basket weaving. Okay. That's what I was thinking, Sissy K, but I didn't say it.
Oh, gross.
But I wasn't going to use slurping. I was going to use guzzling.
Oh.
Isn't that what Tampon Tim did? Oh, Sissy K, you kill me.
Jersey Joe, the stuffed animals are waiting for me. My granddaughter asked, Nana, is something going on?
I'm sorry, Diamond. He said swallowed that thought. Oh, Lord. Okay, what, I'm sorry, what'd your granddaughter say?
She just said, Nana, is there something going on?
No, honey, there's not. There's nothing going on.
Is there something happening? No, honey, it's just a rally. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Richard Pickle, good to see you. Ooh, perhaps we're approaching the midnight hour. Comms from Trump. Oh.
I thought that guy was John Cena.
The guy talking? Or this one?
The guy talking. This guy with the blonde lady.
I think we're getting delirious.
Yeah.
I get delirious. I know Trump had to make an emergency landing, but that was hours ago, Garrett. He was supposed to get on a private jet already and be on his way. Hey, Simpson. Yeah, we're not sure. They just said it was mechanical issues. I'm putting up my fingers in quotations, mechanical.
Yep.
Camel Carl in the house.
Oh, there's Camel Carl. Hi, Camel Carl.
Oh. I just kind of wanted to hear what he was going to say about the plane and stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys, if I fall asleep.
Who's going to end your stream?
You're going to have to call me, Diamond.
You think I'll still be awake?
Oh, my Lord.
We're going to put it on you, Georgia.
How's Georgia going to help me?
She'll have
She's
to
already
call
crawling
you.
to her bed.
She'll text you.
She's already crawling to her. She's already tapping out.
Oh, is she in bed?
No, but she said that she's ready to. What did she say? I don't remember exactly what she said, but I told her, I said, listen, I've been up since 5:30. I don't want to hear any complaining.
Jersey Joe says we will turn off the lights. Thank you, Jersey Joe.
Turn out the lights. The
Turn-
party's over.
I think Craig DeHunter's already in bed. He hasn't been posting in the chat for a while. I think he did a drive-by and then left us.
He sure did do a drive-by. Didn't you feel the shots? He made his appearance. He's out. I don't blame him, man. We've been waiting an hour and 15 minutes for Trump.
Oh, Michelle Dale says watermelon seeds fitting. That would be good. How about hot, like the Nathan's hot dogs? How about hot dog?
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
I can't even watch that. They dip it in water. Ooh.
Oh,
It's so gross. I can't watch it.
How many do they eat? Like 70 or 80 or something? Oh, there he is.
Diamond, we just had this discussion. My hot dog has to be burnt for me to eat it with loaded in onions. I couldn't imagine eating that. Ooh. Oh, God.
There's Craig. He just typed in gay.
Oh. You taking notes from your friend, Jeff? He's the only gay I know. Yay. Craig, have you talked to Jeff? I gotta go to bed. Do you gotta work tomorrow, Craig?
Yeah,
you gotta work at the harbor?
He's the harbor master.
He's a master something.
Good
Craig,
night,
how's
Craig.
your puppy? Tell us about the puppy before you leave. Jersey Joe, it's so gross. I can't watch it. Ugh.
Oh, here is Janice R. Thank you for sharing that. She says, my hubby who almost died last January, who you all prayed for, 1 to 2% chance of life. He's playing bass for his old band tonight. Truly a miracle.
Aww.
Yes. All praise goes to you, Heavenly Father. Thank you for helping Janice R's husband. And see, I didn't mispronounce bass. I could have called it bass. He's playing bass for his old band tonight, but I didn't.
Craig, he was on the Rifle River. I saw that. Good night, Craig. Sweet dreams. That's amazing, Janice. God is so good.
That is a great example of God's hand. Mm-hmm.
Also, Outlandish Patriot, we prayed for her husband for a very long time.
Yes. Yep.
Trump to speak momentarily. He just entered the building at the rally. How do you know that, Garrett? Did they say it on TV?
Hi, DeCat.
Hey, DeCat. Good to see you. Oh, goodness. Oh, that was a big yawn.
Yeah, that was.
Excuse me. Sorry. Mr. T in the building.
Janice R. says, absolutely. His surgeon called it the hand of God. Yes. Yes.
Georgia. Go to bed, Georgia. Looks like Marla B's gone a long time ago, too.
I don't blame, I don't blame people. People
Marla
work.
B's behind us in time. There's no excuse. She's probably somewhere
Yeah.
else. I'm just being honest. Oh, honey, she says it's 4:20 a.m. where she's at. Oh,
She's nodding a bit. Wow, honey, I hope you're able to sleep in. Oh, Georgia's in bed. See, that's the worst place to be watching this is in bed because you're going to be out like in a
Diamond.
few minutes. Yeah.
Guess where I'm at?
Are you laying in bed?
I am.
That's the worst place.
I'm
Are
just
you-
like sitting up. I got my arm propped up and holding my head up so I don't hit the pillow.
Yeah. I used to say, I'm going to turn the TV on and I'm going to lay in bed here and I'm going to watch TV. I do great till the first commercial.
Right.
Once the first commercial came on, the next thing I knew, it was like in the middle of the night and I had to shut the TV off. I missed this, whatever I was watching.
My husband used to get so mad at me because I like to sleep with the TV on. So he finally got through that. So he'd wake up in the middle of the night and shut it off. I'd be like, what are you doing? I'm watching that. I was sound asleep. Oh. Oh, did you guys hear that boar's head lunch meat? 3 people have died of listeria. Don't eat the boar's head lunch meat.
Oh, that was the brand?
Yes.
Okay. That's supposed to be good stuff, too. Boar's head.
Yeah.
Premium.
When we were on girls' weekend up at my girlfriend's place, she bought a whole bunch of lunch meat, and when I was telling her about it, and she threw it all in the garbage. I don't know how much money she threw away. I'm like, don't throw it away. She's like, no, you told me I could die of listeria. What do you think? I'm going to eat it? Oh.
Brighter days, saying good night. Got to get up at 5 a.m. California, Palm Springs time. We'll watch the replay.
Oh, don't worry about it, brighter day.
Yeah.
Good
You
night,
have
honey.
a good night. Clay says
Really?
They recalled 5 million pounds of boar's head lunch meat. Wow.
Yeah, that's where I shop, Debbie King, is Kroger.
Honey says they just had an E. coli outbreak in the UK in salad and prepacked food. See, they're attacking our foods, medicines, water, pocketbooks.
You think so, Clay B? Clay B says, I think the Secret Service found something they didn't like in the arena. That's why the man's not out yet.
That's possible. Well, they said he was coming on a private plane to Bozeman from Billings and that he shouldn't be late at all.
We like to call the private jets PJs. What?
What was that? I missed it.
I'm just going to be quiet. I think I'm getting slap happy.
What was that?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. You said think the private jet is what?
I said we call them PJs.
Oh, private jet. Okay.
Not BJ. P.
Okay. PJ. Okay.
Oh. Georgia. Oh, Diamond. I think I'm getting slap happy.
Yeah. I don't know if, I mean, the rate he's going, he's not going to get done Eastern time until probably 1 in the morning.
Oh. Well, what do you want to do? You want to skip it?
Well, that's up to you.
Sorry, Clay B. Well, shoot. I don't know what to do. Why do I always find myself in these predicaments?
Well, you had good intentions, you know,
Yeah.
for 10 o'clock, 10:30. We figured 10:30, he'd be done by midnight. He's not even started, and we're 30 minutes
Almost
from
midnight.
midnight.
Oh, they're all going crazy. Do you think he's coming in?
They're doing the wave.
Oh. Think about those poor people been standing there all those hours.
Yeah, but it's only 11. Well, it's 8 something. It's 8:27 where he is there. He was supposed to start at 7. So if anybody had dinner plans after he was done talking, the place is going to be closed by the time they get out.
You're going to have to eat a hot dog dipped in water.
Nathan's dog. Hey, Nathan's does make good French fries, though. I got to say. You can get those in the grocery store. You can get those. Have you seen the price of French fries, though?
No. I make my own French fries, Diamond.
Oh, well, good. Well, no, I buy the Nathan's. They're good. You just cook them in the oven. But
yeah,
you know, Nikki, they're $4.59 for a bag of French fries now.
Jeez, that's crazy.
They used to be $2.99 or $2.49.
I bought apples the other day. I wanted to make this apple bread, and my daughter took an apple to work with her. She wanted to have apple and peanut butter. She buys those little all-natural peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
And she's texting me. She's like, the apple's mushy. I'm like, what do you mean it's mushy? I just bought them. And she got into it, and she said it was rotten in the inside.
Oh, gross.
So I went and cut one, and they were all like that, Diamond. I had to throw all those apples away, and I paid like $5 for 4 apples.
Oh my gosh.
I was so mad. So good to see you, Decat.
Oh, thank you, Decat. Yeah, I was in YouTube jail for 7 days.
She was in the clink. I couldn't bail her out.
I violated the child safety guidelines that are wonderful. Who YouTube is protecting the children. I violated the child safety guidelines.
For praising Heavenly Father and doing worship and fellowship.
Bullshit. Yep.
Hey, Navy Vet, good to see you.
I got some rolls the other day, burger rolls, and
you mean buns?
Yes, hamburger buns. Rolls. Hamburger
I never heard of a hamburger roll before.
a hamburger roll. And I thought when I got them out, I thought, boy, it's it's a little hard. And it said best before July 30th.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
They sold you. See, back in my day, that would be in the Hostess store where you could go buy, 3-day-old bread.
Yeah. No,
and now they're just selling it at the grocery store.
Yeah, they're not looking at the dates. I bought Thomas muffins one day, and the date to purchase it by was the date I was buying them.
See, them should be on clearance.
And every single one of them was like that.
Start checking your dates on stuff before you purchase. Stuff's too expensive for this. I mean, I would Diamond, these apples were hard. They were, bright and vibrant in color. I would have never known until you got inside of it.
Yeah. Oh, here he comes.
That makes me so mad. By the way, though, I just want to say real quick that my favorite hamburger buns are potato buns. All right, here we go.
Oh.
Next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Thank you. Oh. Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you. Is that a big crowd? A nice crowd. Thank you very much, and a very, very special hello, Montana. I've been traveling all over the state. Now, I'll tell you, I know Montana better than you know. I was all over your state today. Everything's 2 hours. When are we going to be there? 2 hours, sir, 2 hours. I got to like Tim Sheehy a lot to be here. I have to. He better win. He better win. No. This is some beautiful country, though. I did do a lot of driving. I'd go to one. We went to some friends, a really good friend's house with your governor. You have a great governor in this state. You know that, Greg. You have a great. But we went around the state, and it was so beautiful. And I'd say, when will I be there? Approximately 2.5 hours. So, oh, great. Thank you. It's a big state. It's a beautiful state, and we love it. And we've won it every time by a lot. So I'm thrilled to be back in this incredible place, this beautiful state with thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots, which is what you are. You built the country. Less than 3 months from now, we are going to defeat radical left Democrat Jon Tester. He's terrible. He is terrible. He is terrible. And send Tim Sheehy to the United States Senate. We're going to evict crazy Kamala. Do you know, ever hear of Kamala? Radical left. Radical left. Well, she has a couple of things that a lot of people from Montana would like she wants to take away your guns. You like that, right? All right, how about this? She wants to fund the police. Are you okay with that? She wants to allow millions of people to pour into our border through an invasion, using an invasion process. I don't think so. I don't think that's for you. It's not for me either. It's not for most people in this country. We're going to evict crazy Kamala, and we're going to get Joe Biden out of the White House. What's he doing now? Greg, what's he doing? You know, he wanted to debate. If we didn't have a debate, he'd still be there. Can you imagine if we didn't have a debate? Why the hell did I debate him? How did he do? Do you think he's happy with it? I don't think so. He's not too happy. You know, they took it away from him. They really did. They took it away. The guy had 14 million votes. She had none. But I'd rather run against her. I think she's easier to beat. I really do. I believe it. And we are going to make America great again. We're going to make it so great. This election is about saving our economy, ending inflation, securing our borders, restoring respect for our nation. We're no longer respected. Preventing World War III, especially for all these young people, these young, beautiful people. We don't want to get them into World War III.
Okay, tell me when you want to light on.
And stopping a 1929-style depression, because that's what's going to happen. You saw what happened last week. With your vote, we will reverse the Kamala crash, and we will end the Kamala chaos, and we will stop the Biden-Harris invasion of people that don't belong in our country. They're invading our country. Kamala Harris, you know, it's interesting. Nobody really knows her last name. If you ask people, do you know what her last name is? Nobody has any idea what it is. Harris. It's like Harris. I don't know. How the hell did this happen? You know, they said, so we had the debate. He didn't exactly do well. And they actually, CNN was very nice. They said, that was one of the greatest debate performances I've ever seen, said by a very important person at CNN. Then what happens? 2 days later, they said he was lousy. They don't talk about me anymore. They just said he was lousy. And he was pretty bad, you have to admit. But we're going to turn it around. We're going to turn this country around. We're going to turn it around very fast. We'll turn it around very fast. And Kamala is not up to the job. He's not up to it. Neither is Tester up to it. You know, Tester, everyone thinks like he's my best friend. He's never voted for me once, and yet his commercials is, I like Donald Trump very much. I love his pride. I love his border stance. He votes against the border. He voted against funding of the border. He said, I love his stance on energy. He voted against our energy programs. He votes against us 100%. He's voted in favor of crooked Joe Biden 100% of the time. He did it last time with the election. We had the same problem. Do you remember? He comes out, everyone's saying he really likes your policy a lot. He doesn't like, he's a radical left lunatic, just like Kamala, and we got to elect him. We got to get him in. Got to get him in. Since becoming a presidential candidate, she has refused to do a single interview. You know why? Because she's dumb. Or hold a single press conference. She won't hold a press conference. She won't do it. She won't do it. She doesn't want And they're easy questions, because the press, look at them back there. Look at all of them. A lot of press. They're rigged. They're rigged. They're fake news. I looked and I get these tough questions from the press all the time, and I look at the questions that Joe got, right? Where do you think you're having dinner tonight? What will you eat? Will you have ice cream for dessert? No, I don't know. It's unfair, the questions are so hard, he says. No, the way they treated him and with me. I won't use the questions because I don't want to give any ideas. They give me the worst questions. They are so nasty. They are the nastiest people, I think, on earth. And Kamala gives the exact same speech over and over again. Over and over, the same exact words. One of the people put it up, like they put 6 of them up, and it was like every single word is the same. I don't do that. I got to give you a little bit of variety, right? I change all these damn speeches. Where are my speech writers? I'm going to do that. Just have one speech and just for the next 90 days go out and just read that thing. But we don't like to read teleprompters, right? It's not as much fun. It's not as exciting. And somehow it's never as good, is it, huh? No, I think we're going to write up one standard speech. You read it from beginning to end. You know what would happen? You'd start walking out. They'd say, oh, look, Trump's not holding. How about yesterday? They said, oh, she had a big crowd. Oh, the crowd. The press is talking about the crowd. In New Jersey, I had 107,000 people. The press never even talked about it. They don't talk about it. Right? They don't talk about it. Because they're fake. I went to South Carolina. We had 82,000 people. Front row Joe, look. We have many front row Joes. We have Mr. Wall over here. Look, I love that suit. Do you think he's in favor of building a wall? I think so, yes. I think so. He's great. How many of you come to? Over 200, right? And he's a great guy. He's makes a lot of money. You got to make a lot of money. He travels all over the country. But the front row Joes are great. We have so many people. They've been to so many of the rallies. The rallies are great. We had a tough one 4 weeks ago. Very tough one, right? We had a very tough one. Lost a great person, Corey. Great firefighter, great person, really amazing man. Corey. Yeah, tough one. Right? And 2 gentlemen, real Trumpers, real Trump people. The people, they love our country. What's a Trumper? They love our country. 2 really, really badly hurt. They didn't think they were going to make it, and they did make it, and they're going to be as good as ever, and they're great. The doctors in that whole Butler area did a phenomenal job, I will tell you. They thought these 2 would not make it, and they not only made it, they're going to be, they'll be as good as new, but it'll take a little work, but they got hit hard. All Kamala does is read that teleprompter while pretending she had nothing to do with any of the disasters that she's totally given up of all of the things. She said, I want this, I want that, I want that. Now she doesn't want any of it. And then they accuse me of being horrible when I question her. She wanted to be non-energy independent. She wants windmills all over the place, windmills. Put a windmill on top of the building. We have so much oil under our feet. We have more liquid gold under our feet than any country in the world, including Saudi Arabia and Russia. And we don't use it. 4 weeks ago, think of it. 4 weeks ago, the media said she was grossly incompetent. And I said, oh, this is going to be an easy race. She didn't have a chance of beating me. She couldn't do anything. They wanted to get her out. They thought she should resign with Crooked Joe Biden. What do you like better? It doesn't matter anymore, but what do you like better, Crooked Joe or Sleepy Joe? Sleepy Joe, Crooked Joe. Okay, ready? They're both correct. I think Crooked Joe is more correct than Sleepy. You're like, all right, ready? Crooked first, right? What do you like better, Crooked Joe or Sleepy Joe. Up there. Crooked seems to always win. I mean, he's a crooked guy. All he had to do is think of it. If he didn't do the debate, he'd still be running. They'd be saying how great he is. He's a brilliant man, a wonderful guy, really at the top of his game. He wasn't at the top of his game 25 years ago, I'll tell you right now. And she's worse than he is. She's worse. He's smarter than she is. But the Democrats didn't have the courage to force her off. They didn't have it. They didn't want to do it. It was politically incorrect. And now the media is saying that she's wonderful. She's wonderful. The same people back there, 4 of them I recognize so perfectly. If you can't do a press conference, you cannot be president, okay? That's it. She doesn't do anything. Remember when I used to always walk up to the press under the helicopter or under the wing of the plane and talk to them? I loved it because if I didn't like their question, I could say, I can't hear the helicopters. But they do mini versions of it. Nobody ever did that before, you know. That was it. And they copy. Everybody copies me. So now she walks up. She'll take like a half a question, and she'll leave. Joe is bad. Joe couldn't hear. He couldn't do anything. It was an embarrassment to that art form. That was an art form. It was an embarrassment. Kamala, sometimes referred to as Kamala. You know, she got about 9 different ways of pronouncing the name. And because the press is so dishonest, no matter how you say it, they'll say you were wrong. You were wrong. I don't care if I get it right. Actually, I couldn't care less. I actually haven't been accused that I know of calling it wrong, but if I did, they'd say that he did it on purpose. And you could do that. I've done a lot of bad name calling where you call somebody that you know how to say the name perfectly and you call it on purpose. They say, sir, you made a mistake. I said, no, I didn't. Kamala will not answer for her record of failure and weakness. A doctor, please. Doctor in the house. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Take your time. Take your time, Doc. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We love these people. They wait for 2 days sometimes, and then it's tough. It's not easy. Are they okay? Thank you very much. And doctor, take your time. Good. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you. Take your time, doctor, please. We got a lot of time, right? Nice Friday evening. Friday evening in Montana. I think my next drive is going to be about 3-4 hours from here. I wish it was a little closer. You know, that's the one thing, but that's okay. That's all right. Our governor says we have all the time we want. Greg says we have all. You got one of the best governors. I don't know if you know. Do they appreciate it or not? I don't know. And the governor's wife, I don't know. He's a great one. He's a great guy. We better get 4 more years, or we're not going to have a country left if we don't get 4 more years. We're going to not have a country left. That's why so many people, they come and they waited for days. They wait for days, and it's tough. It's tough. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Yay. Wow. Thank you, honey. That's great. That's really good. Incredible people. So when you're commander-in-chief, you don't go to the run and hide away from the press. You know, they go and run, and they want to go on a record that's a fake record. They have a fake record, both of them. How about the new guy? How do you like him? And anytime you tell a story about anybody, by the way, Steve Daines, how good is he? True. He's one of the finest. He's one of the finest people you'll ever meet. I really mean that too. And it's an honor to be with you. And you want to do this so badly because you want to save the country. We need the Senate. We need the Senate. So thank you, Steve, for being here. Thank you. And what a beautiful family. But you don't get to flee from tough questions, and you don't get to read a teleprompter like for short periods of time where you make a speech that's like 2 minutes and everything is right off the teleprompter. What a lot of work to do for that. And you don't sit across the table from Vladimir Putin and President Xi of China. They're lovely individuals. If you can't handle our press, because they're not as tough as you think, I've been handling them for 4 years, and then another 4 years, they don't stop. They keep coming at you. They're the worst. But we're going to do something. We're going to have the biggest victory. They're going to celebrate because I think silently they do celebrate. I think silently they do. I think silently they're for us. They're afraid to say it, right? They're afraid to say it, but I think silently a lot of those people back there in the press, and that's a lot of people, but I think they're for us. For nearly 4 years, Joe Biden's mental incompetence has given Harris a free rein to impose her ultra-liberal agenda on America and others with her and destroy our country. You're destroying our country. Joe Biden was exposed during the debate. Likewise, Kamala will be exposed during the debate. She will be exposed during the debate or debates. But so far, she's refusing to debate. We want to have a debate. Think of it. So she wants to have no debates, but one maybe at the most. And she wants it to be on ABC because ABC with George Stephanopoulos. Have you ever heard of it? It's the nastiest of all. Who would think it, right? You think of NBC is terrible, and they are. MSNBC is disgusting. But the worst might be ABC, and that's the only one she'll do. And you know, when Biden came out with a brilliant idea to have a debate, how did that work out for him? Not so good. But he came out, they handed me Jake Tapper, sometimes referred to as Fake Tapper, but I have to tell you, he was totally fair, and Dana Bash, and they were totally fair. They really were. CNN. So they said, we want to debate. They gave me one option because they weren't going to debate. He didn't want to debate. They gave me one option. CNN, Dana Bash, and Jake Tapper. There will be no audience. There will be turning off your mics as soon as you finish speaking. And if you go over 1 second, they turn off and they make you look very bad. The good part is he didn't use much of his. You know, they give you 2 minutes and they'd say, right, you have 92 seconds left. And I kept saying, I'll take it. Can I have it? I want it. I want the 92 seconds at this. And then I'd do another one. You have 37 seconds left. That's a lot, you know, when you're up there, 37 seconds. And that's the last thing he wanted to hear because he didn't want to talk anymore. You have 77 seconds left. He goes, oh, show. What am I going to do? This is who our president was. And now we have somebody that's worse, in my opinion, worse. You have to remember, they said that he couldn't beat me now. I mean, after the debate, he was down, way down in the polls. They didn't even want to show the polls. They said he's not going to win. So they said, we're going to take him out and we're going to put somebody new in. This never happened to anybody before. We spent $100 million fighting crooked Joe Biden. And then all of a sudden they decide to take him out and put somebody else in. She never got one vote. She was the first loser in the primaries. You know, she ran against Joe Biden and everybody else. I think they had like 16 people running. She never made Iowa the first state. I love Iowa. You know why I love it? Because I win it every single time with the farmers. We win it. But she never made Iowa. She was the first one to quit. And now, and stupid, honestly, she was the nastiest to him, too. And then he picked her. I couldn't believe it. And she was part of the cabal that got him out. You know, they got him out. They said, we'll do it the nice way, or we'll do it the hard way, Joe. We'll use the 25th Amendment, and we'll call you mentally incompetent, and everybody will believe us. And you know what they did is a terrible thing, actually. They forced him out. It was a coup. We had a coup. That was the first coup in the history of our country. And it was very successful. He said, okay, I'll leave. If that's what you want, I'll leave. And now he's seeing what the competition is. I hear he's going to make a comeback at the Democrat convention. He's going to walk into the room and he's going to say, I want my presidency back. I want another chance to debate Trump. I want another chance. But I handed Kamala and Crooked Joe a surging economy with no inflation. We had no inflation. We had nothing. We had the greatest economy in the history of the world. True. Their radical socialist lunacy turned it into a failing economy with the worst inflation in probably 70 years. You know, they say 47. I don't believe 47. I think it's much more. I handed her the strongest border in U.S. history. She turned it into the worst border invasion in the history of the world. By the way, the chart, the border chart, I love that chart. I love that chart. I'm here because of that chart. I go, let me see that chart. If I don't turn, I won't be with you tonight. I won't be with you. I love that chart. You know the amazing thing? I'm going to sleep with that chart tonight. No, you know, the amazing thing is that chart, I use it probably 20% of the time, not that much. It's always on my left, not on my right. I mean, pretty much always. There are no people. We had a tremendous crowd, but all of the people, as far as the eye could see, they were here and some in the back. And how great were the people in the back? But all the people were the same. Nobody fled. You know, when a crowd hears a bullet, they always run. They heard lots of bullets because there were lots of bullets going off. And our Secret Service shooter, our Secret Service sniper, whatever you want to call him, water shot, he used one bullet from much further away because the sniper was there and he was way over here. And he wasn't warned that this could happen. I mean, that was the breakdown they had. They weren't warned. But he heard bullets. He immediately looked over, took aim and shot. One bullet. Can you imagine that? From probably 400 yards, pretty far. But if it wasn't for that sign, in this case, it came down to the right. It's never on the right, never. And it's never at the beginning of the speech. And I do, you know, I don't use the teleprompter a lot because I think it gets bad. But I just said, you know, let's take a look at the immigration numbers that we had, because they're great numbers. They're the best numbers in the history of our country. The Border Patrol did that chart. Thank you very much, Border Patrol. I appreciate it. But the Border Patrol did that chart. And you see the arrow on the bottom, the red arrow on the bottom. That's the lowest point. That was the week I left office. Look what happened after I left office. Look at that. And it's much worse now because that's a few months now. The numbers are much worse. They've let an invasion of our country happen. But I took a look. And because I took that look, I mean, what are the chances of that? So I just want to thank everybody, because I'll tell you what, the level of love and compassion and all of the things that we all went through, that was a terrible thing. And we're going to be very careful. We have to be very careful. This is, by the way, being president is a dangerous profession. You know, this is a very dangerous, this is not the safest profession out there, but it was an amazing event. And for those of you that don't believe in God, I believe that there's only one reason that could have happened, because the chances were so small. Right? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. And we're going back to Butler. You know that, right? We're going back to Butler. We got to go back. We got to go back to Butler. They were great. And the hospital was incredible. The doctors were incredible that worked on our two friends that were so badly hurt. The doctors were everything about it. And we're going to go back just before the election sometime in October. It's already being worked on. And I'll probably start off by saying, as I was saying. So you stand up. As I was saying, I gave Kamala and Crooked Joe a world at peace, and their weakness and incompetence quickly brought us to the brink of a global war. America cannot survive for 4 more years of this bumbling communist lunatic. Look, we cannot let her win this election. It's not a question of me. We can't let her win this election. If she wins this election, we're not going to have a country anymore. Starting on day one, we will bring competence and common sense back to the Oval Office. You know, we're really a party of common sense, if you think. We're conservative and all that, but we're really a party of common sense. And by the way, we have a great libertarian with us tonight. Where is our libertarian friend? And I think he's going to be with us. Where is he? What a nice guy. Stand up, please. Stand up. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. A lot of us are libertarian. And I think he's going to be giving you a very nice surprise very soon. But he's a great, wonderful person. And we just met and we knew each other a little bit from before. Thank you very much for being here. How do you like the audience? Not bad. Do you think the libertarians get this kind of an audience? I don't think so. But thank you. Great honor to know you. Thank you very much. But we'll bring back safety, security, and the American dream bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. If you want a preview of what a catastrophe another term of Kamala will be, and she was there. She was there. She was working with him. She was the border czar. Now she doesn't say she's the border czar. She said, I was never the border czar. I mean, everything they did, she's taking away now. But she was the border czar. She was the worst border czar in the history of the world. There's never been a border like this that allows millions and millions of people in a month from mental institutions and prisons, let them come into our country. Just look at who she chose for her vice president. She went with the hand-picked candidate of crazy Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders wanted him so badly, and the Democratic Socialists of America immediately gave him the endorsement. Forget him. That's her thinking. That's where she's going to go. You know, a politician, when they came out, if Steve Daines came out and said 20 years ago when he started, I wanted to fund the police. I don't think he's saying that. I wanted to fund the police, everybody. Then he said, well, I was only kidding. I don't. The truth is, when you come out with a statement like that, that's where you are. And she wants to defund the police, and she wants to have all of your guns taken away. She wants your guns taken away. You can count on it. A politician, their first statement, Steve, is always the statement. Now, Steve said, I'm going to protect your Second Amendment. That was a long time ago. He said, I'm going to take care of our police. Right, Steve? I just don't want to leave any question in their mind, Steve. He's so happy I did that little second part. He said, oh, my God, they might think I want to defund. Steve he's not a big defunder. He's an increaser for the police. We want to take care of our police. They're doing a great job, right? As Minnesota's Governor Tim Walz let rioters and looters burn down Minneapolis. Remember CNN? They're right back there. Watch. Oh, there goes their light. Their light just went off. While the governor's wife opened the windows to the mansion to enjoy the smell of the fire, she said, the smell is so beautiful. I love it. I wonder where she's coming from. Walz said that socialism is just another word for neighborliness. She wants to be, he calls them neighbors, good neighbors. He signed a bill to give illegal aliens free health care. He abolished Columbus Day. He ordered tampons to be put into boys' bathrooms. Do we have any children here? Please close your ears. He ordered tampons in boys' bathrooms, okay? He signed a law letting the state kidnap children to change their gender so that they go home. But I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about her. This is her ideology. That's why she picked him. And he signed a bill allowing pedophiles to claim human rights protections under the state law. And then he said, by the way, J.D. Vance is doing a phenomenal job. But then he said, well, think of that. Think of the things I just said. Then he said, I think J.D. Vance is weird. It's a word that they use. I think he calls me that too. No, we're not. We're very solid people. We want to have strong borders. We want to have good elections. We want to have low interest rates. We want to be able to buy a house. We want great education. We want strong borders. I think we're I think we're the opposite of weird. They're weird. You know what they do? They work with the press on coming up with a soundbite, just a soundbite. And every station that night, all the networks, CBS, and ABC, NBC, they all said, oh, they were called weird. It's unbelievable. It's not a word that's really used too much in politics, but it's a terrible thing that they can do this. It's just a soundbite. No, J.D. Vance is a great patriot, and he's a United States Marine, and he's a real Marine, and he's a brilliant guy. And he went to Ohio State and graduated in 2 years at the top of his class, just about at the top of his class. And he then got into Yale, and he became a Marine. He got into Yale, and he did great at Yale. And he met his wife, who was actually, I think, the #1 student at Yale. They have a smart family, and picked somebody that was very special. And he's really stepped up. I said, you got your sea legs, because the first day they were hitting him with a lot of nonsense. And he's got his sea legs now. He's going to be great. I think don't we like him? And he's for the working man and woman. Tim Walz is the man who's very freakish. He's very freakish. If Comrade Walz and Comrade Harris win this November, the people cheering will be the pink-haired Marxists, the looters, the perverts, the flag burners, Hamas supporters, drug dealers, gun grabbers, and human traffickers. But with a Trump Vance victory, the cheers will come from the police officers, the firefighters, the Border Patrol agents, the steel workers, small business owners, parents, and hardworking citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. And that's what we're doing. We're getting record numbers in the Hispanic community, record numbers in so many different communities. Nobody's ever actually said, this is the greatest movement in the history of our country. You do know that. Remember they used to say, no, MAGA's a good solid 35% of the party. No, it's 95% of the party, not 35. They used to say that. They're very cunning people. Oh, MAGA's 35. And so it's 35. Really? No. It's 95% of the party, and I think it's probably 90%. I think the whole country. Think of it. Who wants open borders? Who wants men playing in women's sports? And I'd like to congratulate the young woman who transitioned from a man into a boxer. You saw she won the gold medal. How about the young beautiful Italian boxer? She got in there and she didn't know what was going on. And she was a very good boxer, against other women. She didn't count on this. And he's up here, boom, one little jab. Whoa. She goes, nobody ever hit me that way. Then he goes, boom. And she said, okay, I had enough. It's crazy what they're doing. And this person won the gold medal. Did they win the gold medal today? What do you think of that, Tim? I don't think Tim likes it. Greg, no good, right? Now, how crazy is it? How crazy is it? For 4 more years, crazy. And she wants it. She wants men to play in women's sports. She wants to take away your guns. All of the stuff. And now she's going to deny it. Watch. She'll come out with a statement. She'll deny it. And remember one thing. I'm going to say it again later because it's so important. No tax on tips. Do we like that? And they're just the opposite. They're driving people crazy. And our senior citizens, we're not going to have them pay tax any longer on Social Security. Okay? Those two things. 4 more years of crazy Kamala Harris means probably it means 50 million illegal aliens pouring into our country over another 4 years. 50 million could be 50 million more. They're overrunning our country. They're destroying our country. They're ruining our country, and they're making our country very unsafe. These are very tough people. These are criminals coming out of jails. These are people that are tough. The only good thing about them is they make our criminals look like weak sisters. That's it. These are really tough, nasty people. And we can't have it. You know, we all have a heart, but we can't have it. It means double-digit inflation decimating your savings, and your savings are being decimated. I know what you're going through. It means violent crime ripping through the suburbs. You know, they talk about women. I think suburban women like me a lot. You know, it's fake stuff. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? You know, I put something in when I was president. There will be no low-income housing developments built in areas that are right next to your house. You have a house in the suburbs. You're so proud. And then they want to build a low-income job with a 30-story building next to your house. And your house is worthless. And I stopped it. And then they say, well, I don't think suburban women like them. I think they like me. I'm going to keep criminals out of your neighborhood. That's really all that matters. I think they like me anyway. You're not going to have migrant criminals preying on our women and our girls while guns are confiscated from the law-abiding citizens. They want to take away your guns, and then they want to have our country overrun with some of the worst criminals there are anywhere in the world. And they come from all over the world. They come from Africa. They come from Asia. They come from the Middle East. They come from all over. A large boatload came recently from the Congo. Where do you come from? Where in the Congo? Prison. What did you do wrong? We do not want to say. Murder. It was murder. And they're dumping them into our country. You know the money they're saving, these other countries? Their prison population is way down. The money they're saving is, they've never had it so good. And if I were running any of those countries, if I were running Colombia, if I were running Brazil, I'd be doing the same thing, but I'd be doing it faster than they're doing it. Why wouldn't you do it? It's common sense. Dump all of your criminals. You know, in Venezuela, crime is down 72%. You know why? Because he took all of the criminals out of Caracas and out of all the cities. He took all of them out and dumped them into the United States. He emptied his prisons into the United States of America. Why are we taking this? Why do we take this? Why? So don't take my word for it. Listen. Kamala Harris's agenda straight from her own mouth. Would anybody like to see her? Let's do it for a couple of seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am radical. We need to get radical about what we are doing and take it seriously. As President of the United States, I am prepared to get rid of the filibuster to pass a Green New Deal. There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. We have to have a buyback program, and I support a mandatory buyback program.
I believe it will totally eliminate private insurance.
Let's eliminate all of that.
But would you support changing the dietary guidelines?
Yes.
You know, the food pyramid, but for people
Yes.
to reduce red meat specifically.
Yes, I would.
Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants.
Where do you stand on defund the police?
This whole movement is about rightly saying we need to take a look at these budgets.
Harris asserted that ICE is perceived as the modern-day Ku Klux Klan.
Are you aware that there's a perception?
I see no.
Are you aware that there's a perception?
That puts ICE in the same category as the KKK. Is that what you're asking me? I see no.
I'm not finished.
I see none.
And yeah, I am radical. We need to get radical about what we are doing.
And that's just a small part of it. That's just a small part. That's what we have, though. That's where they're going. We're going. Remember, I said we will not become a socialist country, and I meant it. Except I was wrong. We didn't become a socialist. We're going beyond socialism. We're becoming, if they get in, a communist, full-blown communist country. This is America. We're not a communist country. We're not going to let that happen. And Kamala is not just, she's not just dangerously extreme, and she is extreme, much more so than Biden, because Biden didn't know he was alive, let's face it, okay? Are you a socialist? What does that mean? What does it mean? Are you a communist, Joe? I don't know. So he was sort of dangerous because the people around the Resolute desk ran the country. Don't forget, he went after me. He weaponized government to go after me. I don't believe it was him. I believe it was the People's Circle. I could name every one of them. They're bad people. And we won our big case in Florida. Great, brilliant judge that was so smart and strong. And she didn't listen to the nonsense. And, you know, they play the ref with judges. They criticize them all the time, scream at them, treat them horribly. Justices, the justices of the Supreme Court, all judges, and they think they're playing the ref like the great Bobby Knight, right? Play the ref. Now, they're not putting up with it anymore. What they are doing is, in my opinion, totally illegal. Kamala is grossly incompetent and, in my opinion, has a very low IQ. But we'll find out about her IQ during the debate, okay? Let's find out about her IQ. So, you know, we have this great system. I want to show you just one other thing, please. Do you mind putting it up, please? Thank you.
We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making. Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time.
Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically that's wrong.
So you're now no longer are you necessarily keeping those private files in some file cabinet that's locked in the basement of the house. It's on your laptop, and it's then therefore up here in this cloud that exists above us, right? The Caribbean nations, island nations, in the Western Hemisphere. That is where the Caribbean is. We are also in the Western Hemisphere. They are our neighbors. I am here, standing here on the northern flank, on the eastern flank, talking about what we have in terms of the eastern flank. I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been, you know? Space is exciting. It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree that there are things and tools that are available to us to slow this thing down. We will work together and continue to work together to address these issues, to tackle these challenges, and to work together as we continue to work.
Do you ban plastic straws?
I think we should. Yes. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. It's really difficult to drink out of a paper straw when you had, if you're just like, if you don't gulp it down immediately, it starts to bend. Yes. And then, you know, the little thing catches it. And then, you know, so we got to kind of perfect that one a little bit more. Do you know, okay, a bit of a history lesson. Do you know that women were not, the women's teams were not allowed to have brackets until 2022? So the United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. AI is kind of a fancy thing. It's, first of all, it's 2 letters. It means artificial intelligence. As a woman, there's a balance to be struck between being tough and being a turn that off.
So if you listen to Kamala's speeches, you'd never even know that she's been running the country. She's been running the country for 4 years and doing a horrible job. Look at what's happened to our country. We are a failing nation. I hate to say it, we are a failing nation. I wish I didn't have to do this. I wish I didn't have to go and do this. I wish they were great. I wish they'd make our country great, but they're going to destroy our country. You know it. They even know it, and probably they're doing it on purpose. It's hard to believe, but they're probably doing it on purpose. Kamala is working full-time to erase her record of open borders, transgender anything, high energy costs, taxes, interest rates, which are at sky levels, rising crime rates, and wars all over the world. We're in wars all over the world. You know, when I left, we had nothing. We had no wars. The world respected your country. We had no wars. Viktor Orban, who's the prime minister, the boss of Hungary, and knows everything very well. They asked him, what's wrong? The world is breaking out in wars all over. He said, there's one thing wrong. The United States needs Donald Trump back as president. And if you have that, you're not going to, which is true. You won't have any of these problems. You won't have any of these problems. Russia would have never, ever attacked Ukraine. Israel would never have been attacked on October 7th, and you wouldn't have inflation, and you wouldn't have had the horrible Afghanistan embarrassment, the most embarrassing day, I think, in the history of our country. On Election Day, we're going to tell this radical left country buster, she's a country buster, that we've had enough. We can't take it anymore. We're going to say, Kamala Harris, you're fired. You've done a horrible job. You're fired. Get out of here. Get out. Get the hell out of here, Kamala. Right? If Kamala wins, foreign leaders will treat America's president as a joke. They already do. Now we have two jokes. Think of it. What's going to happen? Russia gets a little nasty. China, President Xi, I know him very well, got along with him very well until COVID, in which case I said, that's the end of that. But President Xi, these are fierce people. These are fierce people. They don't even know who the head of our country is. Who do we have? Are we dealing with Biden? Biden probably should get out, but Xi should get out also. I think they should both get out. I'll tell you what. Do we have a volunteer? Yes, I will volunteer, okay? We have to straighten out. We have to straighten out our country. They're not going to do it. They will rip us off more than ever before. These foreign countries are ripping us off at levels that you've never seen before. And we had them held back. Russia respected us. China respected us. I took in hundreds of billions of dollars from China. No other president took in not 10 cents. For years, they ripped us off. And our country will never be given a chance for a future. We're never going to have a future back. If we don't solve this problem now, we can't go like this any longer. We're not going to have a country any longer. When I win, we're going to win. When I win, America will be respected again because you will once again have a president who puts America first. And you have a president who will fight, fight, fight. Thank you. Thank you. For 4 incredible years under our administration, I stood up for America, and we achieved more than any administration in the history of our country. There's never been a period of time like we had for 4 years. There's never been. And then we had COVID, and we got rid of it. We never got, I got great credit for the economy, great credit for the military. We defeated ISIS rapidly. I started no wars. First time in 78 years, I started we didn't have any wars, these endless wars. They keep going and going, people getting killed all over the place, spending billions and billions. We passed the largest tax cuts and regulation cuts in the history of our country. We achieved record low unemployment rates, record low poverty rates, and rising wages for everybody. Everybody in this room. Your wages increased, your money increased, your businesses increased. Whatever you do, everything was better for 4 years. We unlocked American energy independence and soon would have been energy dominant. We were going to be energy dominant. We took on the globalists and corrupt special interests. We ended the NAFTA disaster, concealed. And think of that. We got out of TPP. Do you know what TPP? That's if you want to have manufacturing in this country, they were going to take it all away. Trans-Pacific Partnership, TPP, we took it away. We withdrew from the horrible Paris Climate Accord. It sounds so nice. I want the Montana Climate Accord, not the Paris Climate Accord. and stood up to China like never before, bringing in tens of billions of.
You guys, please don't be mad at me, but I'm ready to fall asleep. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no issues. My granddaughter's having an issue, so it's out of the norm. So I've got to go.
Yeah. You guys head over to RSBN and finish watching it. I'm so sorry. I would have stayed for the whole thing if he wasn't an hour and a half late. So
yeah. No, you did good, Nikki B. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Diamond. And thank you for joining me. And you guys, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. And we'll see you guys all real soon, okay? Have a great night.
Have a blessed rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.